Hello and welcome to this session on Power BI. Today we are going to talk about Power BI, what are its features, what are the basic advantages of using a visualization tool like Power BI, and we will talk about how to install Power BI and other features it provides and the basic setup. So let's discuss what's in it for us today. Now, we will first talk about why Power BI, why it's a popular tool and what problem it solves, what is Power BI, and what are the primary features of Power BI, which you can use in your day-to-day data analytics, visualizations, creating fancy reports, creating meaningful, intelligent reports for your organization, for your personal use, for crunching numbers, for generating reports real time, etc. Now, the most popular tool for Power BI is the Power BI desktop. I'll show you certain aspects of Power BI desktop, and then I'll show you the steps how to install Power BI desktop on your machine. And then definitely Power BI desktop is a free tool provided by Microsoft, but then you can also subscribe for an enterprise version, which is primarily used by enterprises for publishing their data. So we'll see the difference, and then overview of dashboards which can be created. What kind of dashboards can be created in Power BI. So this is the agenda for us today. Now, why Power BI? So generally, visualization tools, reporting tools are required in order to create and prepare and analyze meaningful data. It could be a data for an organization, it could be a social media platform data, it could be a data from IoT devices, but something which needs to be analyzed and some intelligent inferences and data mining has to be done on top of it. Now imagine today we are in a world where terabytes of data and information is getting generated on an instantaneous basis, on minute by minute basis. So it becomes very essential to churn out something meaningful, something intelligent out of it. In the market, there are a lot of other tools which are available like Clix, Alteryx, Tableau, and Power BI. So Power BI is a Microsoft product, which is one of the most popular products, and it comes as a free to download product, Microsoft Power BI desktop, which is available. And I'll show you a couple of ways how you can install it on your machine. But why Power BI is popular is because it provides a lot of out-of-the-box features, drag and drop features, which we will talk about in our subsequent sessions and classes. But today's session is primarily focused on giving you guys an introduction on what is the purpose of Power BI and what all problems it solves in the real world. So Power BI allows you to view, analyze and visualize huge quantities of data, and the data could be in any format: Excel, CSV, text, or it could be a direct connection to a database like SQL, MySQL, Azure, Oracle, anyone, IBM DB2. So it supports n number of data types or data sets, and it's very powerful in terms of data connectivity. So it uses powerful compression algorithms to import and cache the data within the .pbix file. So it's as convenient as a simple software. If suppose you import a data and then you prepare a report, and then you can easily share the reports with your peers or someone who's co-developing with you, either through Power BI cloud services, or even you can share the PBIX file in an email or through any other means, and you can share the data set with the concerned, and they can then work on the report independently. So there are different ways. There is no kind of a limitation for working on Power BI. There are multiple ways, and it is very fast. It is the most fast tool to work with Excel, because definitely Excel is also a Microsoft technology, so it works very fast on Excel based data and gives you numbers and reporting at a very high speed. So now once you have imported the data Power BI allows you to model the data, allows you to work intelligently on the data. It allows you to model the data in a way that if you're importing data from multiple Excel sheets, importing data from multiple tables, you can easily create a relationship between those tables or data sets in Power BI and then create visually appealing reports, meaningful reports, as I've been emphasizing, and make sense out of that data. No data in silos is of any use. Data in silo means a single worksheet or a single data set will not churn out any meaningful information until and unless you basically join it, club it, merge it, union it, append it with some other data sets, because a single data set will never be able to hold that much amount of information which is generally required for a important report. So it has easy drag and drop functionality with features that allow you to copy all formatting across similar visualizations. So just like in Microsoft Excel we use format painter to copy the format of one cell to another, similar features, very similar to Excel products or Microsoft products, they have provided that if you have applied a particular theme on a report, you can easily replicate that on any other report. The font, the header size, the background color, you don't need to do it again and again. So there's lot of reusable features which are also available. Okay, now as I said, Excel is a Microsoft product, Power BI is a Microsoft product, so they have intercompatibility. You can publish data from Excel to Power BI. Now, with the latest developments and enhancements, as of today, Excel has also plugged in a new feature called Power Pivot, which I'll show you later down the line. But that also allows you to do a quick analysis. You can't create, of course, complex reports or fancy reports like Power BI, but Power Pivot allows you to create, quick measures, quick functions, quick calculations on your data quickly only in Excel. So it's an Excel plugin. But whereas, Power BI is also compatible with Excel. So when you create a report in Power BI, it gives you inbuilt feature to export your Power BI report into Excel format directly. You don't need to do any programming for it. Also, you can easily publish, when you publish your Power BI reports, it allows you to give some inbuilt intelligence of analyzing your reports in Excel, and it gives you all those features of exporting your Power BI reports into Excel, which is not available in any other tool, or otherwise those tools have to create plugins, create add-ins, and probably they might charge for it. But Power BI comes with a lot of out-of-the-box features which are very, very helpful for analyzing data in Excel and vice versa. Azure Cloud. Now Azure itself again is a Microsoft Cloud tech stack. So using Power BI with Azure allows you to analyze and share large volumes of data. So Azure, basically Azure database or Azure cloud servers are meant to hold huge amount of data, and Power BI allows you to have seamless connection. You can easily connect to Azure Data Lake. You can reduce the time it takes to get insights and increase collaboration between business analysts, data engineers, and data scientists. So Azure Data Lake becomes the central focal point where all your analysts, engineers can keep working on the centralized piece of data and churn out their reports. Data scientists' primarily job is to keep the data in a structured way, optimized way, optimize the input-output operations, disk operations, and memory utilization so that the reports also get churned out in a faster manner. So every person has their own role in order to give a quick refreshable report, a quick rendered report. Any report which is taking huge amount of time to get rendered will not eventually be used by the business users, because then it does not solve the purpose. The report should be fast. Report should have appropriate filters, slices and dices. You should be able to create the reports or dynamically, or you should be able to visualize the data dynamically. So all those visualization features are available in Power BI, and it works seamlessly, either it is small data or huge data. It allows that you to work on those kind of data in a seamless fashion. Right, so this is just a very quick example of how a typical dashboard looks like. Dashboard is nothing but, you have clubbed a couple of multiple reports on a single page, and if you change a filter, a single filter on the page, all the reports will honor that filter and the numbers will change accordingly. So if you see in this example, there is a filter or a drop down of product ID, product name, employee name, or supervisor, or a date range. So whatever date range or filter you will apply, all the reports on this dashboard will get changed based on the filter you have selected. So Power BI allows you to get insights from data and turn insights into action to take data-driven business decision. And that is the ultimate goal of any visualization tool. That is the purpose for which visualization tools are bought and purchased by the organizations, and data is fed into them. Now, Power BI fetches data from factory sensors, social media sources to get access to real-time analytics, so that you are always ready to make timely business decisions. So basically, there is a feature of live connection or cutoff data connection. So either you can work on data which is residing on a machine and you can just work on the cutoff data. Like for example, there's a data which is available for sales 2017, 2018, and you're just working on a historical data. It's a cutoff data. Or it could be possible that you want to be connected live to a real-time IoT based, sensor based data, or social media data like Twitter, Facebook feeds, or you're connected to live Google worksheets. That is also possible. You just need to publish your Google sheet for a public domain, embed the URL into Power BI, and then whoever updates that Google sheet, automatically the Power BI report will also start honoring and consuming the new data which is added in the Google sheet. So all those kind of real-time streaming analytics is also possible, and that is one big feature and very important feature of Power BI, which is widely used and has a very huge market acceptance and market utilization. Now, what is Power BI? Power BI is a business analytics service provided by Microsoft that lets you visualize your data and share insights, right? So earlier, Microsoft used to have a technology called SSAS. Now they have replaced actually SSAS and SSRS with Power BI. So basically you can use Power BI on the data which is there in your Excel or any other data source, and the Power BI service or Power BI desktop basically creates a connection to those data sets and import it, cache it, and give you a handle to it in order to work with it. So you can create these fancy, meaningful visualizations. Like for example, there is a geographical map. If you are importing data for a country or a continent or a region, Power BI will automatically detect that it's a geographical information and give you a map with latitude, longitude information, and you just need to plot your numbers on the map. Either you can use bubbles or either you can use triangles or whatever data structure you want to use, but all the mapping will be available geographically. Then you can create pie charts, which is shown in this visualization. You can create tree maps. You can create cards where you can highlight the most important numbers like sales, total sales of your company across all the regions, or the growth chart, or the month on month sales of your organization, or total number of products or units sold. So whatever is important and to be highlighted for the management to take any meaningful decision or any insights you want to share, Power BI visualization tool, the Power BI visualization chart allows you to drag and drop and create wonderful reports. Okay. So what are the features of Power BI? So Power BI desktop is something, a standalone tool which you need to install on your machine. It allows you to build reports by accessing data easily. You do not need advanced report designing or query skills to build a report. Though yes, it is beneficial that if you know some SQL programming, analytical programming, or you are aware of advanced features of any analytical tool, that might help you, but that's not a showstopper. You can easily build reports in quick turnaround time without needing any technical background. You just need to have some analytical mindset, and you can create savvy visualization and analytical reports. Stream analytics, as I mentioned, you can create a live connection with any kind of data. It could be IoT, it could be media, social media, it could be Google Docs, it could be any other kind of live connection. It could be a live database connection itself. So any insertions or updations or deletions happening will automatically reflect in your report. Yes, multiple data sources, and that has to be the primary criteria for any tool to be popular. If any visualization tool is limited to certain data sets, then it will not be highly acceptable in the market. And custom visualizations, right? So as I showed you certain examples in the past, in the previous presentation, that feature is very important because someone might want to look at the KPIs from a different perspective. Some management might want to look at the KPIs from a different perspective. So you need to have that capability to create different visualization from the same data set. Now let's take a look at how to install Power BI desktop on your machine. So basically what you need to do is you need to go to this URL, powerbi.microsoft.com enus desktop, okay, and you need to just enter this. Now you can download it for free, so just click over here and it will open Microsoft Store. So basically now what Microsoft have done in the latest operating systems is that when you are trying to download, you can actually directly go to the Microsoft Store and search for Power BI. So let's wait for a couple of seconds. Right here. So Power BI desktop in Microsoft Store. For me, it's already installed, so it's asking me to open it. I'll open it in a while, but for anyone who is not installed, he will see the button of install over here, and it will automatically install in your machine, and then you can easily go and open Power BI desktop. Now if I click open over here, now this is the UI of the Power BI desktop. I'm not going to go right now in creating reports right away. We will talk about that in a subsequent session with sample data sets, and we will cover the features of Power BI desktop one by one. But this is what it is. This is the whole tool of Power BI, which is having the visualization pane. All the different visualizations are can be created from this pane. Then this is the pane which allows you to select the data fields. Then there is a report view, data view, and relationship view, the data model view, where multiple relationships you can create. You can view the data in the grid of the tables which you will create, and the reports. So you can create multiple reports on multiple pages. You can keep adding pages. Either you can create multiple reports on a single page and it will become a dashboard, or you can create separate independent reports on the single page. And these are the menu options which we will talk about, how you can change color scheming, you can do data modeling, you can create new reports, and you can also transform data, which is the biggest feature. Extract, transform, and load the data, apply different logic, changing data types, massaging the information, creating new joins, appending the data, adding new columns, etc., etc. That is what you can do in transform data. So this itself is a whole different world. It's a dedicated topic. So we will talk about that in our subsequent sessions. Okay, so I hope you all had a great learning with this session, and I will meet you in my next session on the subsequent Power BI topics. Thank you very much.
Hi there, if you like this video, subscribe to the Simplilearn YouTube channel and click here to watch similar videos. To nerd up and get certified, click here.